I think it's an interesting culture here at ZPG. The company was founded with Zoopla 10 years ago, and that has its own culture anyway, and obviously we've acquired a number of businesses over the years. So I think what makes us special is the way we've managed to integrate those, not lose the essence of their own cultures, but bring them all together and get them to work incredibly well together.
We very much feel it's not one size fits all here. So we wanted a tool that would give us real-time data. We didn't have a lag, we didn't have to wait for it. And then we could use it specifically within each of the teams, and it was real. During an acquisition, I think it's really important that we give a voice to our colleagues and that we engage with them. People go through a lot of different emotions when there's change in the business. For us, this is a way of engaging with people, giving them a really confidential way to air their concerns, which then means we as an HR function can build something really specific for each of the areas.
We've got so much more insight, and that's really helped us to make more data-driven decisions, not only as a HR team, but also I think the leaders and managers in the business have been able to prioritise their engagement strategy a bit more effectively as well.
My employees have reacted very positively to be able to do this feedback. Some changes were made to the team recently, which affected the overall morale of the team. However, once doing the Peakon survey, we saw a lot of areas that needed improvement. Based on that, we took a "you said we did" approach. We were able to implement certain changes, and based off the back of that, we managed to improve our Peakon results greatly.
You can see something, so you could see that generally everybody seems okay, but deep down inside you don't really know how they're feeling. And this is where Peakon comes into play.
The thing that Peakon has enabled us to do is take what we previously had, which was very anecdotal driven data, very sporadic and inconsistent data, and then have a tool which allows us to see consistency across the business, measure trends over time.
I like that there is clear structure, so every department will get the same sort of questions. Then we can start merging this. I've been overall 6 years in the company, and before it wasn't that straightforward. Sometimes we're using some forms of surveys, sometimes we're using some forms of docs, and I can even go back previous the ZPG. I feel like Peakon is the first time in my career that this is like very consistent, very measurable, because we're talking about numbers, which is extremely important.
Without Peakon, I think we would probably still be in a place where we were applying generalised approaches to staff engagement, which I don't think would obviously resonate anywhere near as effectively at team levels and entity levels, different location levels. As a CFO, the ability to know that what you're doing means that you are more likely to be able to attract staff more easily. Your staff hopefully won't leave, so your attrition rates go down, which obviously has a benefit in terms of your financial cost of recruiting staff, but also you know that as a result of what you're doing, they're much more engaged, much more productive, much happier than they would otherwise have been.